What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. TJ here. In this video, we're going to be going over the best plays for the Tuesday, February 24th, 11-game NBA slate. We're getting an early jump on the slate. Tons of good plays, tons of value, so I wanted to make this video the night before so that you guys could get the best player props locked in over on PrizePicks in either a 5 or 6 flex slip, depending on what we build here in the video, depending on what we actually have for value when we get over there. If you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. It's going to give you the best opportunity to tail this PrizePicks slip that we're building out. And then go ahead and hit that like button too. Greatly appreciate that if you could do that. Really helps out the channel. Guys, we're going to cover what we have for our 11 games and the matchups that we have. We're going to then head over to Upside to build out our 5 or 6 flex slip utilizing the Fantasy Player Props Optimizer over there. And then we'll talk about why we're taking specific plays and why you should be doing things like avoiding Jared Allen 8.5 rebounds and completely disregarding that he's hit in his last 5 games. We'll get to that as well. So again, if you guys want not only profitable slips, but to learn why you should be taking specific player props on PrizePicks, which is a fixed payout platform, make sure you hit that like button, tune in, continue to watch this video, and subscribe. That's the most important things, are the best things that you guys can do. Let's talk about the 11 games that we have for the Tuesday, February 24th slate. We got the Suns hosting the Celtics. Celtics 6.5-point road favorites, 209.5 over under. We have the Pacers hosting the 76ers. 76ers 8.5-point road favorites, 235.5 over under. We have the Hawks hosting the Wizards. Atlanta 12.5-point home favorites, 235.5 over under. We have the Nets hosting the Mavericks. Dallas 1.5-point road favorites, 224.5 over under. We have the Raptors hosting the Thunder. Thunder are 1.5-point road favorites, 218.5 over under. We have the Cavs hosting the Knicks. Cleveland 3.5-point home favorites, 230.5 over under. We have the Hornets traveling to play Chicago. Charlotte are 8.5-point road favorites. We get a 229.5 over under there. We get the Bucks hosting the Miami Heat. Bucks are 5.5-point home dogs, so Miami 5.5-point home road favorites, 228.5 over under. We have the Warriors and the Pelicans. Golden State are 1.5-point road favorites, 224.5 over under. We got the Trailblazers and the Timberwolves. Minnesota are 6.5-point home favorites, 233.5 over under. And last but not least, the late night. Interesting. We have a 10 o'clock and a 10:30. Every other game tips off before 8 o'clock. I guess Celtics and Suns, sorry. And last but not least, Lakers and Magic. Lakers are 4.5-point home favorites, 230.5 over under. Let's go ahead and give the PrizePicks board a quick refresh. I do want to talk about Jared Allen and why you shouldn't be playing him, but let's go ahead and build out our slip on PrizePicks. Before we do that, we're going to be utilizing, again, this is what the tool that we're going to be using to find all of our plays and our value. This is the Upside Tools Fantasy Player Props Optimizer. If you guys want to check out this tool and utilize it yourself, there is a link in the description below, which will get you a 5-day free trial to either our Plus EV plan, which includes this Fantasy Player Props Optimizer, and also a standalone product that we just came out with recently, our Whale Watch tool. So if you guys want to sign up for either of those plans, there is a link in the description below. The Fantasy Player Props Optimizer, the whole purpose of this tool is to compare sportsbook lines and odds back to various DFS apps like PrizePicks, Underdog, Better, Dabble, Pick6 that use fixed payouts, okay? So we'll get into some examples here in a bit, but let's go ahead and get these plays locked in. Starting at the top, we're going to skip over Diabate. We're going to start with Jalen Johnson over 18.5 rebounds plus assists. Now, by utilizing this tool, we can see where the sports books are currently listing their over-unders for the specific player prop, and then the odds that they also are associating with that player prop. So if I expand this row here, Jalen Johnson at 18.5 rebounds plus assists, DraftKings has this at -130 on the over, as does Hard Rock. Sleeper at -151, Fliff at -145, Underdog heavily juiced at -191, and then on FanDuel, they actually have this set one higher at 19.5. Juice on the under, but still we're getting that 1 rebound plus assist difference on PrizePicks. Same thing here with Dabble. If you want to play this on Dabble, you'd have to play it at 19 because Dabble has this 0.5 higher with the over-under set to 19. So this Jalen Johnson play, really good value over on PrizePicks. We're going to start there and get that locked in. Jalen Johnson over 18.5 RA. We're going to keep moving down the list. Let's go ahead and add in this RJ Barrett under points and assists. Now, the reason I like this more than Diabate's actually set 0.5 higher, heavily juiced on the under on all of these sports books. RJ Barrett, he's set to 20 points and assists. Every sports book actually has this either 0.5 or 1.5 lower at 19.5 or 18.5 with juice on the under. So FanDuel juiced at minus 120 on the under 19.5. Same thing with DraftKings at 19.5, minus 124 on the under. We're able to get this 0.5 higher at 20. So good value there on RJ Barrett. That will be play number 2. RJ Barrett under 20 points plus assists. My mouse is giving out on me. Don't you dare, mouse. Not right now. 20 points and assists. Give this a quick refresh. This thing updates every single second. Let's get Davion Mitchell over RA added with Claxton under points as well. So Davion Mitchell, that was an over, excuse me, right? Yep, over 9.5 points plus rebounds. And then it was Claxton under points. Oh, my mouse is starting to give out. Don't you dare. And we need one more leg. I think we're just going to do a 5 flex. Jock Landale under rebounds. Ooh, let's add in Jared McCain, OKC's new toy, and he's just been an absolute gangster. I mean, hey, man, if you're going to ball out, paint all the fingernails you want, big dog. You're an absolute weapon. So do whatever it is that's going to make you be a beast, because this guy's a machine. I think my mouse is cooked, guys. I'm not going to edit any of this out. There we go. Perfect. So we're just going to, no, we have to build a 6 flex. That's what we do. We build out 6 flex slips. So we have RJ Barrett, we have Jalen Johnson, we have Claxton, we have Davion Mitchell, we have Jared McCain. We need one more play here. Ooh, let's get Jeremy Grant under 3-pointers made. I like that. And guys, just like that, we built out a 6 flex slip on PrizePicks utilizing the Upside Tools Fantasy Player Props Optimizer. And that slip is Jalen Johnson over 18.5 RA, RJ Barrett under 20.5 points plus assists, Davion Mitchell over 9.5 points plus rebounds, Nick Claxton under 12.5 points, Jared McCain over 1.5 3-pointers made, and Jeremy Grant under 2.5 3-pointers made. Now we're going to go ahead and jump into the educational portion of this video. Hopefully you guys stick around for this because it's really important to understand how PrizePicks actually works. And I mentioned it earlier, PrizePicks is a fixed payout platform. So all that means is it doesn't matter if we take more or less on these player prop projections that aren't demons or goblins, or we're not positively correlating our slip, which is very difficult to do in the NBA. They don't really nerf payouts in the NBA unless you're using demons and goblins, which, I say it every time, you shouldn't be playing on PrizePicks. They're an absolute ripoff. So if you're your typical more or less player props, doesn't matter if we take more or less, our payout always remains the same. So in a 2-man power, we know we get a 3 times return. If I have Jared Allen more rebounds and Luka more points, I can change Luka from more to less. I can change Jared Allen from more to less. We're always going to get that 2-man power payout of a 3 times payout. So you guys can see I just changed Jared Allen from more to less, Luka from more to less on Jared Allen rebounds, Luka points, and I'm still getting that 3 times payout. Again, PrizePicks, fixed payout platform. The only time your payout actually changes on PrizePicks is when you're adding more legs to your slip. So we know we get a 3 times payout in a 2-man power. That means that $1 is going to get us $3. We're going to get $2 in profit on that slip. Our total parlay odds are plus 200. So each individual leg inside the slip is equivalent to minus 137 odds. Now a 6 flex slip, which is why I build 6 flex slips on PrizePicks all the time, each individual leg is equivalent to minus 118 odds. So we're getting a far better odds per individual leg inside our 6 flex slip opposed to the 2-man powers on PrizePicks. So the 6 flex slip, obviously we go 6 for 6, we get 25 times our money. We go 5 for 6, we get 2 times our money. We go 4 for 6, we get 0.4 times back. So it's a lot harder to hit the 6 flex slip than it is a 2-man power, but mathematically the best slip type you can possibly enter on PrizePicks when you're just taking more or less player props is a 6 flex slip. That's why I build them out all the time. That's just the math. And the reason that people are playing Jared Allen right now over rebounds, this has already been hit 7,600 times by different users that use PrizePicks. If we go ahead and click on Jared Allen, his over-under rebounds against the Knicks tonight is set to 8.5. Now, Jared Allen has gone over in 5 of his last 5 games. There are several users, far too many, that only take player props on PrizePicks when looking at last 5 game logs. This is the absolute worst thing you can possibly do. So we just mentioned that in a two-man power, each individual leg is equivalent to minus 137 odds. So that means if you wanted to play Jared Allen in a two-man power on PrizePicks and you want to take his more rebounds because he's gone over in 5 of his last 5 games, you would be paying a minus 137 price tag, and you would also be dependent on a different leg, right? Because in a two-man power, you have to go 2 for 2. So that means just taking Jared Allen over rebounds on PrizePicks doesn't do anything. You have to parlay it. You have to add one more leg. So if I show you Jared Allen right now, let's give this a quick refresh on the optimizer. Jared Allen's rebounds of over 8.5. Okay, now remember, in a two-man power on PrizePicks, if you wanted to play Jared Allen, you're getting it at minus 137 odds. And you also have to have your other leg hit to get a payout. This is set to minus 108 on FanDuel. His over 8.5 rebounds, this is. Minus 108 on FanDuel, minus 105 on PrizePicks, minus 109 on Caesars, minus 115 on Hard Rock. You can get a better payout straight up on any 4 of these sports books instead of playing it on PrizePicks, where you're getting it at either minus 137 odds in a two-man power or even minus 118 odds in a 6-flex slip. In a 6-flex slip, you need a ton more to happen. So if you love Jared Allen to go over 8.5 rebounds, that's amazing. Don't play it on PrizePicks. You're getting ripped off. You can go take this at far better odds on several different sports books, and I understand some people are limited based on the state they're in. If you wait for tomorrow, if you go play a peer-to-peer exchange sportsbook like Novig or ProfitX, you'll get a far better number as well on Jared Allen over 8.5 rebounds. So hopefully that makes sense. If you like Jared Allen to go out and get 8.5 rebounds because he's gone over, whatever, that's your prerogative. Just don't play it on PrizePicks. You're getting ripped off. The return you're getting on Jared Allen over 8.5 rebounds is negative EV. And that's what this tool does. It shows you the best plays in real time where you're getting an edge long-term on PrizePicks. This is called positive EV or plus EV betting. This tool that we have, the Fantasy Player Props Optimizer, is a line shopping tool. We're just comparing sportsbook lines and odds in different DFS apps against the market to try to find outliers and instances where we're getting that long-term edge, which is what we had in the 6 legs that we added into our 6-flex slip. This leg for Jared Allen rebounds is not EV. It's not a good play to play on PrizePicks. If you like it, go play it straight on a sportsbook. Again, hopefully that made sense, guys. That's going to do it. We built out the 6-flex slip. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Again, if you are still here, if you could hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, it really helps out the channel. Growth's been a little stagnant lately, and that's okay. I know I haven't been as consistent. The slips haven't been great, but the whole point about positive EV betting is long-term value and long-term success. So I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I'll catch you on the next video. Hopefully we can go 6 for 6 and 25 times our money. Let's get it.